Good day everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Sunday the 15th of September 2019, and this is the weekly outlook for the Euro, cable and the Aussie dollar for week 3 of September. Let's start off with the Euro. And on Thursday, the ECB announced their quantitative easing measures and over-delivered on that and gave the markets a lot of volatility with a significant range of over 160 pips. It had been quiet all throughout the day until the news event where they did cut their deposit rates by another 0.1% to further negative to minus 0.5% and introduce QE for 20 billion of asset purchase every month starting in November, and with no end date at the moment. So it has introduced this so that they can achieve their inflation targets. So initially, let me switch to the 1 hour time frame. So initially the Euro moved up to almost hit the monthly pivot and then pull all the way back down to the weekly S1 pivot level and to almost retest the previous swing low. Here of the previous week, and then found strong support with strong buying all the way back up again to the monthly pivot, and it remained above this trend line here until it hit the 111.00 level. We go back to the daily chart. So it moved back to the 50% Fibonacci level, and then on Friday continued further to spike through the 111 level before pulling back into this previous resistance zone where the monthly pivot is, and above this swing low here. So that was the major news catalyst last week, and it also moved the markets for other major currency pairs as well, and even with spot gold. Right, so we'll see this week there is some economic news. There's a German ZEW economic sentiment on Tuesday, and we'll see whether there's any follow through on this movement. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. There could be some consolidation as some rejection of this previous swing low here. Right down here, and we'll see whether how much lower it can retrace. Perhaps this could be a potential retracement level at the 38 Fibonacci area before attempting to retest the 111 area again, and even higher towards the 62 Fibonacci level. Okay, so we'll take a look at the cable. Cable had been sitting very quiet for most of the week until the Friday, where it finally broke through above the 50% retracement level and climbed all the way just to hit the 125 key psychological level on Friday and closed near its high. So this is a pretty strong recovery for the cable with the risk of no deal Brexit taking off the table, and the markets are able to find some relief. There could be some retracement into this previous previous resistance zone at the weekly R1 pivot level, and before it resumes its bullish move, perhaps towards the 78.6 retracement level. And we'll see what the new pivot levels will be for next week. So this level it needs to hold, and at worst, this previous swing low here, right near the upper trend line of this channel. So that could be in the range of the 124.00 level. Or if not, then it could be in the 124.30 to 40 range. Alright, so but the key news event for this week is going to be the Bank of England rate decision and monetary policy statements. So this is following the FOMC earlier on the Thursday morning in Singapore. So that's going to be a key event, and prior to that, there's also UK CPI and PPI on Wednesday, and also hours before that, there's also the UK retail sales figures. So there's going to be quite a lot of volatility on the Wednesday and Thursday. So watch out for that. Right, let's move on to the Aussie dollar. And Aussie dollar has been inching its way up and holding above the daily 55 EMA and trying to reach the 0.6900 level, but it has been restricted by the 78.6 fib level here. Now if I move this Fibonacci now to this swing low, so it's sitting at the 50% retracement level and trying to break out higher, and this is due to the cooling off of the trade tensions between US and China as they delay tariffs or exempt certain tariffs on agricultural products by China from US. So the Aussie dollar has benefited from that, and this will be a trend line support. If it does break down, there could be a retracement lower down to the 38 Fibonacci level, 38% Fibonacci level. If I just move this into a retracement. Well, it could retrace at the most to the 38 Fibonacci level, but at the moment there's support from the daily 55 EMA. Alright, so next week there's also the RBA monetary policy meeting minutes on Tuesday, and on Thursday there's a key employment report from Australia. So those will be the key news events to watch out for. And meanwhile, we'll continue to see if the market is in a risk on mode, as the stock market is indexes are rallying. All right, we'll follow up on Tuesday to see what the price action is for all these major currencies. And meanwhile, have a good trading week. Cheers.